Hey guys, so I tried to create something, that kind of things that professional YouTubers do to you know, put the focus on the person that's talking. But as you can see, I failed. To be honest, I just don't feel like putting it down, so I'm just gonna fucking go with it and just, yeah, tell my story. I chose to tell the story in English because of some friends that are involved in the story that are from Costa Rica, and I want them to understand it. And yeah, so peace, international, and shit, you know. Okay, so this is the story about the time I had a date in a magic jungle garden. Okay, so my name is Jasmine. I am 90 years old. 90? Did I say 90? I mean, 19. Whoa, that sounded so fucking fake, but it wasn't fake. Like I was just, doing my thing. Okay, so I was 17. The first time I went to Costa Rica, I was 15, and the second time I went there to visit my friends and see new places and stuff. I just love Costa Rica. It's like my second home country. Um, like I really love it. So I went there by the age of 17 to see my friends again, to go to the beach, to just have fun, not knowing when I would be able to return. So before I went there, I started texting with this awesome guy. To me, he just appeared to be perfect. He was super hot. He had, those. He was such a typical Latino, but like not a typical. Like, okay, fuck. I just said he was typical, but not a typical. What I mean is that his skin tone was just super beautiful. It was super caramelish, but you know, like it looked like he was kissed by the sun. I know that sounds super poetic, but that's just how he looked. He had this black curly hair. It was just adorable. And his eyes were shiny and beautiful. He had long lashes, lashes I would kill for, dude, like seriously. He had those lashes every girl would love to have, including me. He just appeared to be super perfect to me. Not only for his appearance, but also for his mind. Like he was smart as I just wanted to swear, but I'm gonna hold back. He was smart as heck. Yeah. He was smart. He was super smart. He was creative. He had such a beautiful soul. I cannot express how much I was like he was, dude. I really had a crush for that dude. Like I thought, damn, if I'm gonna like I really wanted him to like me. But he was known to be a not a fuck boy, but he was known to be an asshole. He was known to be weird and I don't know, like just a player, kind of a fuck boy. So I was also scared and I was trying to, not get used by a fucking fuck boy, why am I just like I'm trying to not to swear, but I'm swearing the whole time, so I'm just gonna swear because whatever, life's short. So yeah, my friends didn't really like him, which I really couldn't understand. I just thought he was super awesome. He was perfect. And I got to meet him, and we spent so much time together, and we had so much fun. And everything we did was so full of energy and life. I just felt alive when I was with him. It was a connection I've never felt before. Maybe once, but this was a different kind of connection. The connection I felt before with my first love was when I was 15 and I was just super young and I was just getting, to know the world. And there I was 17, always a little bit experienced, and I was just kicking it. I was just having fun with this dude. Not in a sexual way, but like I just enjoyed his presence so much. and we went to this garden. So he was, before I start with the garden dates, he was at he went to university, and let's call him Javier. So Javier went to university. He was, I don't know, he was he was not only smart, but he was also a kind of a rebel. So the dream, man, guy, girls and boys, like for me that was just wow. He was just so brave, and he was just so beautiful and so smart, and what the fuck? What do I do to deserve to be in touch with such an amazing human being? And yeah, he told me he had stolen the keys to the secret garden of the university. And to me, first of all, that appeared like, okay, so what? You stole some keys of a garden, like, bruh. But then he told me we would go in there, and he wanted to show me something. So we went to the university, and we the university is huge, by the way. It was like really huge, and we walked to like a place where it was like a lot of trees, and like it looked like a jungle. I kid you not, it looked like a jungle. And there was a huge door, and it was all like, covered up, and like with fences and everything. Like you could not enter if you didn't have the keys. And this smart bitch had the keys. So we went inside. He was like whispering. We were like, oh my god. And I was like, dude, aren't we gonna get in trouble? Like, they gonna throw you out of university if they catch us? And he was just like, yeah, if you keep on talking that loud, yes. And we just, yeah, that made me shut up. And we just, we started walking, and it was like a magic jungle, you guys. Like, guys, trees everywhere and flowers, and you could hear just like so many animals. And he actually told me that before students enter this garden they have to sign something, so in case they get bitten by a snake they can't sue the university. And yeah, there were snakes, obviously. I didn't see some, but luckily. But yeah, and I was just amazed. For me that was just so special, like, wow. And we walked, and then we saw a guard. We saw like one of those security guards that was walking around in the garden. It was huge, mind you. Like, it was a really huge garden. And we saw him, and we just were like, oh, fuck, 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 fuck. And we started running and running and running until we like were kind of far away from the security guard, and we felt kind of safe. And there was like a, I forgot the English word. It's like those places where there's water inside, but like deep in there. Like, yeah. We went there, and it was just like full of green plants and everything. And then we looked in each other's eye, and we started to kiss. For me, that was so romantic. Like, I just felt like I was in a dream, you guys. We we kissed so passionately. We were so, it was just out of this world. And I opened my eyes, and suddenly I see like 1,000 mosquitoes on his fucking arm, and probably on my face and everything. And I don't know what I did, but I slapped his arm while we were kissing. And he just looked at me like, what the fuck? And I just said, mosquitoes. I remember this very clearly. It was so special to me that I wrote it down in a diary. That's why I know the details, because it's, dude, it happened like a way, way before. Yeah, so he looked at me and he went, oh my god, mosquitoes, like in a sarcastic way. And we just started running as if we could escape the mosquitoes biting us. They were everywhere. They bit us everywhere, but we just didn't give a fuck. We just started running, and we were so happy. We were laughing. And then we walked, and we ended up in a different part of the garden, and he started to hug a tree. He was like, I want to hug a tree. And I saw like a huge spider on it, and I was like, dude. And he just hugged the tree, and then he just saw the spider right next to his face, and he was like, oh, maybe not, maybe not. And he just like jumped back, and we were just laughing, and I felt so relieved when I was there. I felt so safe. And it was crazy. It was this random dude I've never met. Like, I met him, like, he was in school, but we didn't talk much when we were at the same school, you know? So, so I don't know, but it was just special. And then we discovered a different part of the garden, and it was the butterfly part. And it was like a cage, a very huge cage where you could go inside, and there were butterflies that were super beautiful, and they were like this big, and they would like fly around, and we would just stand there and put like our arms like this, and I was just standing there, and suddenly a butterfly landed right here, and I was like shaking, and I was like, oh my god, do you see this? And he like took his phone, and he like tried to take a picture of us with the butterfly, and it actually works. It actually works. We took some pictures and we kissed, and it was just special. You guys, I actually want to say I was in love from that moment on. Maybe even before, but I just, that was, it was love. It was special. It was a beautiful date. And yeah, that was a date I had in Costa Rica with Javier. Javier. We later got to be a couple actually, but that's another story. And yeah, that was my date. We didn't get caught. We just went out of the garden, and yeah, I got to meet my other friends, and for me also that was kind of a, like a Romeo Juliet thingy, because all of my friends, I don't want to say they hated him, but they didn't like him. So I felt like the pressure of not hanging out with him because nobody of my friends liked him. But at the same time, I just wanted to do what made me happy. I wanted to spend time with this super special person. So I just went with it. I just ignored the warnings of my friends, and I just had a very nice time, and I actually don't regret it. I regret that I didn't tell my friends the truth from the moment on we were kind of dating, but I was just not ready. I was not ready to do that. Yeah. That's the story. I hope you liked it, and yeah, more stories are coming soon. Bye.